So Rails have actually been interested in the client side for a long time. When Ajax sort of first got its initial push, when it's got its acronym back in, I think, 2006, Rails was one of the first server-side frameworks that said, this is going to be huge. And we're going to do something about that. So we put a JavaScript library straight in the Rails distribution prototype, and we built a bunch of helpers around that to make it easier to create Ajax applications with Rails. And today it's almost inconceivable that you'll build a new modern web application that doesn't have some aspect of Ajax in it. Now, some people go a lot further than just having some aspects of Ajax in it. Some people have their entire application in JavaScript and just use the backend as a data store for that. I don't find that development experience that pleasurable. I have come to tolerate JavaScript now that there are great libraries and frameworks like Prototype around it to sort of make it a little bit more pleasurable, but it's still no Ruby. Ruby is still my first love in terms of programming languages, and however much you paint up JavaScript, it's not going to beat that, which is fine. So from the development side of things, I don't enjoy JavaScript programming nearly as much or in the same league as I enjoy Ruby programming. Okay, fine. On the client side of things, like, is this better for the user? I think there's something special and appealing to me about the mix. The mix of how the web is discrete pages and you use hyperlinks to jump from place to place, and Ajax is sort of sprinkled across to make certain common operations a little faster. I tend not to like very heavy single screen based web applications. They can be fine for some things, but I think the web has this unique category of applications that fit into that sort of middle ground between one screen or mainly one screen applications and static web pages. And that's an awesome sweet spot. And I think it works incredibly well for a wide array of applications. And I wouldn't want them to be any different. There are certainly some people developing for the web who long for the days of the desktop application and finally see that now Ajax is bringing that back. Well, we've heard that story a lot of times. Well, first it was Java that was going to do this. Applets were going to bring back the desktop experience and we could get rid of this nasty HTML. Then it was Flash that would bring this forward. And now Ajax or anything else like that. There's been so many attempts to bring the desktop to the web, and none of them have succeeded in becoming the dominant approach to building web applications. And I think there's a good reason for that, because that's not what users want. Like, that sweet spot in the middle is great, and it's actually desirable on its own terms. Google is certainly trying to bring about the day where you can just have a dumb computer and everything happens in the cloud. I don't know if that's even desirable yet. I don't know why it has to be either or. There are certain types of applications, especially information-based or network-based applications, that are just great on the web. Like editing your, say, movies or pictures, why does that have to be online? Why does the act of doing that itself have to be online? If there's not a big benefit to that, then I don't see any particular reasoning into forcing it to be there. It's fine to have local applications too. And we don't need the either-ors. We can take the best of the web and the best of the collaboration that enables and enjoy that for all those applications where that's a good fit. And then we can use the awesome local graphical power and computing power of a modern computer to do those other heavy things. I think that split, that duality is just fine.